In this video, we are going to calculate the area of a parallelogram. Before we do that, let's look at this 5" by 3" rectangle. We know from our previous video that the area of a rectangle is this side times this side. So in this example, the area would be 5 inches times 3 inches, which is 15 square inches. Now, let's imagine we are taking this part of the rectangle out. In other words, we separate this part from the rest of the rectangle. Then the area of these two parts is still 15 square inches, right? The next step is to move this part to the other side and attach it to the rest of the previous rectangle. Now, what area has this figure? The area is still the same, 15 square inches, because we just separated this part from the right-hand side and moved it to the left-hand side. Do you agree that this figure, which we call a parallelogram by the way, has the same area as the rectangle we had before? Indeed, this parallelogram has the same area as our rectangle, because we just took a part of the rectangle from one side and attached it to the other side. Recall that we calculated the area of the rectangle by multiplying this side by this side. This side and this side from the rectangle is now this side and this from the parallelogram. We call this side from the parallelogram the base, and this we call the height. So the area of a parallelogram is just the base times the height. Because the base of the parallelogram is this side from the previous rectangle, and the height of the parallelogram is this side from the previous rectangle. So when you forget that the area of a parallelogram is the base times the height, just think of how to make a parallelogram out of a rectangle. Let's say we have a parallelogram which has the base of 7 feet and a height of 5 feet. Then the area of the parallelogram is a product of the base and the height. So 7 feet times 5 feet is 35 square feet. And we're done with this problem. What about this parallelogram with a base of 20 meters and the height of 10 meters? What is the area of this parallelogram? Feel free to pause the video and try this on your own. Let's write down the formula again for the sake of practice. The area of a parallelogram A, as in area, equals B as in base times H as in height. Plugging in the length of the base, which is 20 meters, and plugging in the height, which is 10 meters, in the formula, gives us 20 meters times 10 meters, which is 200 square meters. So the area of a parallelogram with the base of 20 meters and with the height of 10 meters is 200 square meters, and we are done with this problem. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments. This video is what I did for you. If you want to do something for me, hit the bell button, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching and happy learning, everyone.